Begin with campaign 2016. A record number of North Carolinians voted early this year. Officials say nearly 3 million people voted early in the Tar Heel state over the 17-day period. That's a 13% increase from 2012. In all, nearly half of the state's registered voters elected to vote early. That led to long lines and voters and poll workers staying hours past the deadline. CBS North Carolina's Robert Richardson was at one Raleigh polling place when its first and last voters of the day cast their ballots.
I've been here about 6:30.
I got here about 6:45.
Wanted to beat the crowd as much as possible, which is still a crowd.
I got here 7:30. There's already 50 people in line on the steps, already cars in the parking lot. People are ready to vote.
And they kept coming and coming right up to the 1 o'clock cutoff for closing.
The polls are closed.
But poll workers weren't going to send anyone away that got here by 1.
If you're in line at 1 o'clock, whether you're standing in line or you're sitting in curbside, you get to vote.
The curbside option is available for people with handicap tags.
I just figured I'd go ahead and get it out of the way so I didn't have to stand in all those long lines on Tuesday.
Sterling and Shalisa Young cast the last ballots of the day. Their teenage sons joined them in line for a 2-hour, 42-minute wait just to get in the building.
Just wanted them to experience what it is like to vote because they'll be voting in the next few years. So just wanted them to see how important it is and how many people actually show up to vote.
They say they've learned not to have a last-minute mentality. Several voters today shared similar advice for people going to the polls on Tuesday.
Get here early. Leave home early, because it's gonna be rough.
It took 3 hours and 12 minutes for the last people in line to get in and out the door, but they, like everyone I talked to, say it was worth it. In Raleigh, Robert Richardson, CBS North Carolina.
North Carolina's polls open Tuesday at 6:30 a.m. and they close at 7:30 p.m. But once again, if you're in line by then, you will be allowed to vote.